I'm going to pretend like you can hear me. Wow, okay. I wasn't talking for the last 4 minutes. You know what? I'm going to have to do this whole video again for you guys because ain't nobody going to watch this after I post it, that's for sure, because they're going to be like, oh, you're on 3 devices. Okay, so yeah, that's my fault, PD. Thanks for letting me know, though. Thanks for letting me know. My mic was just on mute, okay? I guess when I disconnected it, it turned off on me. Anyway, so what I was talking about, I'm going to just give it to you guys anyway. I'm going to have to do this video all over again, but glad to know that this happened. The number one thing that I was talking about, helping you get started with real estate investing, is making sure that you have clear, tangible, and measurable goals. Most people come to me and they say, hey, Antonio, I'm investing in real estate. Like, I think I have a client call tonight where someone's talking. They specifically said they want to have financial freedom. Okay. That's more specific than nothing, right? That's good. You have an idea of where you want to go, but let's make that specific, tangible, and measurable. And how do we do that? Because financial freedom can mean a lot different to you than it can be to me, than it can be to Beatty here in the chat, right? For me, financial freedom means I don't have to work a job. I can wake up and spend time doing exactly what I want to do, which is build my business. That's different than someone who wants financial freedom to support their family, or someone who wants financial freedom to chill out on the beach all day and just relax, right? There's 2 completely different ideas, right? You can tell that, like, when I make my real videos, I have to take so many shots because I mess up on camera all the time. So you're getting to see this stuff live, people. I'm glad that some of you stuck around, though, for me talking without me saying anything for a few minutes. Good to know. Anyway, so getting back to it. So let's make financial freedom clear, tangible, and measurable. So, clear. What does clear mean? Clear means we have clarity. We see this thing. I'm trying to not use the word clear here. We see this thing, this goal of financial freedom in a specific way, okay? It's specific. We know what it is. We know what it isn't, right? So first, let's start with what it isn't. For me, right, financial freedom isn't chilling on a beach somewhere. It isn't only supporting my future family. It isn't a lot of these things, right? It isn't just me owning a really nice mansion and being able to live there. That's not what financial freedom is for me. Financial freedom is for me having enough income that supports me to live, that then allows me to go work on my business. That's the difference. That's what it is and what it isn't. If you can clearly tell me what it is and what it isn't, then we have a very clear idea of where you're going with your goals for real estate investing. Now, the next thing is tangible, right? You need to be able to touch it. So, if you want to put financial freedom in tangible terms, what I like to do is put it into units, number of units. Because I can go out and I can go touch a unit. I can go touch a property. A unit, for those of you that don't know, is the same term that you can use for like a house or a property. I can go out and I can actually go touch a unit. Okay? So that's tangible. That's something I can go out and I can actually have. Now, measurable, on the other hand, is where the number part comes in. I know for a fact that once I have 100 units, making $100 a month each, I will be financially free. Most people don't need that much and they can do less, right? It's different per person. But until you define what financial freedom is for you, in terms of what it is, what it isn't, make it in something you can actually go out and touch and achieve. And then third is make it something that's measurable so you know when you hit it. Because if you don't have a measurable outcome, then we'll never know if you hit it, right? Financial freedom can be $10,000 a month in cash flow for someone. It could be $4,000 a month. It could be $1,000 a month. It could be $50,000 a month. That all depends on what your lifestyle is. But if you don't know that number, then you'll never know what financial freedom means to you. So if you don't have a clear / specific goal that's also not tangible and not measurable, if you don't have any of those three, you're leaving a lot of ambiguity in your situation. And without that clarity, without that focus, without that ability to say, I've hit my goal because it's measurable, or without your ability to say, hey, I can actually go ahead and do it because it's tangible, you're never going to get there. And without knowing where their last step is going to be, you don't know where that first step you're going to take is. And that's why you're overwhelmed, because you don't know what the last step is going to be. Because you don't know the last step, you can't take step number one. And because you don't know step number one, you can't take step. Because you don't know step number one, you can't take step number two. Right? They compile on each other. And the only way you know what direction to go in is because you got a destination, right? If you're going to a friend's house, like if I wanted to drive to my friend's house in Homedale, right? It's 15 minutes away. If I wanted to do that, I needed to know where I was going first before I can take the first turn out of my parents' development or out of my apartment, right? Depending on where I'm going. But without knowing where you're going, you can't accurately take a first step. And because you can't accurately take a first step, you can't get started. Now, what most of you come for help with is not the fact that you need a goal. It's the fact that you can't find funding for your real estate investment. Or that you, what else? I wrote some notes down here of some things you guys say. Is you can't pick a location, right? You don't know this city or that city or if it's the right place to invest. Or you seem to can't find a good deal. But I'm going to argue that the main cause of all your problems is that you haven't got a clear, tangible, and measurable goal. There's a reason why I keep saying it over and over and over and over and over again. Because I need you to know that you need this in order to get to the next step. Now, Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm hosting a live workshop on this software called Demio that allows me to teach you what I typically do on the phone call with a client. So first, we're going to go over the basics of real estate investing. Then we're going to go over your goals and help you get a someday goal, meaning I want to achieve this someday. A 5-year goal, meaning in 5 years from today, I'm going to achieve this. A 1-year goal, meaning 1 year from now, where am I going to be for real estate investing? And a 90-day goal, so you know what you need to do in the next 90 days to get started with real estate investing. Then from there, we're going to understand deeply why these goals matter to you. And then from there, I'm going to go into the 4 steps that you need to get started with your first real estate investing property, because a lot of you don't know the steps. A lot of you don't know the steps, and it's because you don't have the clarity in the front. So if you want, I'm going to leave a link to sign up in the chat somewhere. Or I'm going to leave a link in the comments. Actually, I think I have it open right here. Let me pull up the link for you guys. This way. Oops, it's asking me to sign into the chat. That's not cool. Let me see if I can do it here. Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's see. Boom. Nope, that is not it. Don't click on that. That's my key. Click on that instead. Can I delete that? Yeah, let's delete that. So that's the link if you want to join in. I will be there. I will be working with you. There's limited spots available because I want to give attention to everyone. We're going to be working together on figuring out what our goals are, what our whys are, cover all the basics of real estate investing, and go over the 4 steps that I use to teach my clients on how to get started with real estate investing. It'll be about an hour and a half. I'm going to give you a document. Actually, can I share my screen? I'm using this software, guys. This is all new to me. I am... If you have any questions, actually, you can just shoot me a text here. I'm going to give you my phone number. you can shoot me a text and I will respond there. And we'll work together on any questions you guys got. If you got any questions about the workshop or anything. But I just want to summarize real quick on what you need to do, because regardless of whether or not you join the workshop, I could care less. I'm just trying to help you. Is that you need to know what you need in terms of a tangible, specific, and measurable goal. Okay? A specific goal is one that you know what it is and what it isn't. Okay? You can clearly state that, like, this is not a blue shirt. Okay? This is a white shirt. Maybe if you're colorblind or, some other issue you think it's blue, but it's really white. It's white. Okay? So this is what it is. It's white and it isn't blue. You need to be that clear with your goals. That's specific, tangible, something that you can actually achieve, right? If I set a goal of 1 billion units, that's going to be pretty not tangible for me to achieve. Okay? So let's make it something more tangible, like 100 units or like 10 units or like 1 unit for our short-term goals, right? Then we'll move to measurable, okay? It's got to be measurable. Let's think about a number here. 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units, 4 units, 5 units, $10,000 in cash flow, $5,000 in cash flow, $20,000 in cash flow. What is it that you need? Right? Those are all different numbers for different people that don't work for me. I see there's 3 people here right now. Say hello in the chat if you're here. I want to talk to you a little bit. This is a little different, doing the live videos. Everyone, take a look at my coronavirus hair. It's a mess. Nope, Siri. Didn't mean for you to go off. Siri really thought I was talking there. Okay, so got off on a tangent there. If you have any questions, shoot me a text right there. I'm going to have to redo this video because for the first 4 minutes, I was talking without a mic on. Classic. Making a mistake. But you know what? I set a goal to make a live video today. That was my goal. That's simply all it was to make a live video. It was specific, one video on this topic on how to set your goals in real estate investing. Right? This is a nice look for me. Is it? Oh geez. I put some stuff in there to make it stick a little bit. Yeah, where's that going with that? Yeah, so I basically put a goal out there, and I was like, I'm going to put a live video. Now, because I set that goal, one live video on YouTube, it was specific, measurable, and tangible, I was able to say to myself, figure out how to do it. That's the first step, is figure out how to do it. I downloaded this Streamlabs software, whatever. This is just an example on how I did this on YouTube. You, on the other hand, if you don't know that you want to get 100 units, then it's going to be different than someone who wants 50 units, because 50 units might be doable through single-family homes, but 100 units is probably more likely. See how goal can simply just affect every part down the line? If your goal is financial freedom to live on a beach all day, then you're going to try to make your investing strategy as offhand as possible, so this way, when it's time for you to be free, you don't have to do anything. That's going to be completely different than me, which my strategy is to make my properties a little bit more on hand, and I'm the one that's going out finding the funding, finding the deal, because I am the type of person that enjoys doing this stuff. I'm really good at the math. I'm really good at talking to people. Maybe not so much on here. I'm trying to get better at it by doing more of this stuff. You let me know in the comments down below if you think that I should do more lives. Not if my hair should stay the same, because my hair is... I'm getting a haircut next Thursday. Next Thursday. Thank God this coronavirus cut will go away. Guys, my head became a round ball. And I don't think it's good for anyone. So, I've said it enough. Click the link in the chat right now to join the workshop if you want to join in with us. It's an hour and a half long. We're going to be going through on Thursday. There's a few spots left. If you got the opportunity to join in, be prepared with your computer. We're going to go in deep. We're going to be working together on a lot of stuff, okay? And I'll be looking for some feedback on how I can improve it in the future, because I want to keep making this thing better and better and better and better. Because at the end of this is that you'll have clear goals, you'll have clear understanding of why you're investing in real estate, and you'll know the 4 steps you need to take, some of which you might have completed already, but in the end, you'll know what is the one thing that you're going to do. Actually, I brought this book down here for a reason. I just read this book again, The One Thing by Gary Keller. Gary Keller is actually the same author who read the book, or who wrote the book, Millionaire Real Estate Investor. So he's a real estate investor and a productivity expert. And I put a piece of paper on my wall over here. I don't know if you guys can see it. What's the one thing? I think you can see part of it. It says, what's the one thing that I can do such that by doing it, everything else will be easier or unnecessary? And I think the one thing that all of you can do, if you don't have a clear goal, is to get a clear goal. And the way you're going to do that is by joining me in the workshop this week. All right, guys. I'm going to go take a walk outside because I've had a long day at work. And I will see you all in the next one. I will also see you on Thursday if you're over there. And then hopefully in the next few videos, I'll have a haircut. See you guys.